Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to some late night Hypermine Vanilla. Hypermine Vanilla. And we're going to be working on some things today. There's a couple of people on. Torb, Wooly, Dolan. And obviously as soon as I come on, the bad puns and jokes start. But some work was done. So let me go show you what happened. As you can see, there's a nice little beacon here, and you may have noticed already that quite a lot of this has been dug out now, which is very nice. Torb came round last night and helped me dig out most of this, and then Drax came along and he helped as well. When we dug out the rest, that's down to Y level 50. In total, it will need to go down to Y30. It requires a little bit of finessing, but here's all the materials that we dug out. Unfortunately, my Silk Touch pick is now in unrepairable state, so I might as well just demolish it, get the last few hundred blocks out of it. But we're not going to do anything with this today. We need to dig out the top over there and here to start working on the dome. I've got a pretty good idea of how the dome is going to go. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done. But what we're going to finish today is working on the top of this tower. So what I've done up here is center block is I've mapped out an octagonal shape. So this is a properly ratioed octagonal shape. Each side is of equal length if you straighten them out. So they go 8, 11. I believe, yeah, 8, 11. So what we are going to do, so instead of just starting with the tower right away, I want to replace this. I want to add an extra floor here with the stone bricks, just to give it some extra depth, because we're going to do a little floor design in there as well, keeping roughly with the theme that we've already been having. Why is sound so low? No, it sounds fine to me. Weird. It just sounded really low for a moment there. And for their services, we gave Torb and Drax 10 diamonds apiece, because I'm generous like that. We don't really need them. We have plenty. Does remind me that I should actually go and move a little bit further that way and do some more branch mining. Right, this isn't going to be very interesting to watch, so I'm going to start laying this floor. It'll be out to that edge, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome back. It's a little bit later. I went through all the footage that I recorded of me and Torbre and Drax mining away, and whilst there are some funny bits of conversation in there, it's a lot. It's like 3 hours worth, so I may edit that together for another point where I'm doing the rest of the dome and stuff, just to give some interesting conversation on the side there. Whoops. We got Voodoo Beard and Joe the Pirate on the server at the minute, with Dolan Meister. So, time to work on this thing. Okay, so what I've done, I've added this extra floor in, and down here, around that first layer, I've added a trim. And where you see the dirt here, that's going to be replaced with trim as well. So we need to work on the design I had for this, which is this. And what we'll do is we'll go through the whole thing first. Yeah, this is right. Yeah. Brain is currently halfway through being able to function. Because there is a whole nother floor here, so it all goes up and up and up. I know, right? Just, it's crazy. But I really wanted to give this this tower its own floor, its own little bit of uniqueness. What am I doing? I actually have shears on me, don't I? I do. Haha. But we're still definitely keeping with the blue and light coloured theme for this. Because by now the dwarves mostly recognise that this tower is more ceremonial than functional. They've pretty much sorted themselves out in terms of defences. They don't really have anything left to worry about. We will have to sort out cutaways for this bit over here. Because currently... Oh, what the hell? Failing at pushing blocks down. Okay, so then we go to the polished diorite, which I am a huge fan of. I quite like this block. In fact, I like most of the new stone except for the granite. It just doesn't look good. You know? It's kind of boring and tacky, really. I can see builds where it does actually work. I mean, some people have done some really great builds with it. Is that just normal diorite? Yes, it is. But it stumps me, personally. I am aware that most of this is going to be coming out anyway. We might as well get it down so that we know that we're following a coherent design all the way around. Alright. Now, I got a suggestion in my last video from Sharon, I believe the name was, for using the crushed andesite, the normal andesite, and mossy cobble and other blocks like that. No, that's not right. That's smaller? That is weird. Oh, of course. Whoops. There was a block there already. How I brain. Yeah, so I was asking for suggestions about ways I can really beef up the look of the tower and whatnot. And they came up with just an assortment of blocks, really. But it's a very nice assortment of blocks. Right, so that should be alright. They should all face the direction out from where they are. Yep, okay. Now we're going to use this diorite to give it that you've got the polished texture, and then you've got the rough texture. I want to see just how that fits in there. That's quite nice, actually. Let's just see how this looks with... no. Not sure I like that. Oh, actually, no, that's fine. Right, I need more polished. Luckily, I can just go... polished. That works out. I'm gonna pick up some more diorite. Yeah, there we go, get some more. And then we need to take a quick hard look at that floor and decide on lighting. So I know I've got bunches of diorite floating about at the minute. There we go. Because we'll obviously need to light this up, so we need to take a good hard look at the floor and decide how we're gonna make sure that monsters don't spawn up here. It'd be kind of pointless watchtower if mobs spawn on the watchtower. Just imagine some dwarves down here and they're like, yeah, we're gonna just have some tea or something. Tea? They're gonna have something to drink whilst they wait. You know, nothing happens. Nothing ever happens around here. And then, boom! Monsters spawning in the watchtower. Enough to make them drop their ale. Delicious ale. Here you go. I hear you, zombies. Okay, this poor bit here is just gonna get wrecked when I have to do the staircase up. Oh man, will I actually have enough diorite just to finish this off? Hopefully so. I didn't like double stack it everywhere I went. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna have to go back for more. Typical. Can I just turn it back into normal? No, I can't. Right, to prevent monsters being here when I get back, I'm just gonna throw down torches. That'll do. That'll do. Yep, that'll do. Something like that. If I can't find any diorite up here, I do know. Oh no, wait, there we go. Oh no, that's polished. Whoops. What? There we go. There we go. Diorite issue sorted. So yeah, I'm going to play around with Sharon's suggestion in terms of materials. See if we can make maybe the bottom part of the tower look a little bit more aged, like it's been here for a while. Alright, so this is where it starts to get a little bit messed up. Okay, so all this comes out. And that. Does that work out, actually? No, it doesn't. No. That's a shame. Right, so how to light up the rest of this? Let's just make sure that we can actually get up and down there. How much further do I need to take it? One more? One more? Yep, that solved it. So for lighting, what I was thinking is if we have glowstone at the pointers, that should be enough to keep a sort of semi-good distance lit up. Is that the sun rising? I think it is. Okay, so if we take a look, block light here is 15. Alright, let's actually get rid of all the torches. Get out of you. Get out of here. Right. 11 on the block, 9. So here it's 7. If we take this, so 14, 9, 8, 7, 8. How about actually if we take these bits out, because then it matches up with that actually. Do I want... I can take that out. I think that is too much glowstone on that particular diagonal, or on that particular direction. So if we take it like this, are there any 7s? Don't think I get any more 7s. And that keeps the whole thing lit. Shame about the snow at the minute, but we will take care of that. We will take care of that. Alright. So now what I need to do is I need to put a roof on this thing. So I'm just going to follow this this direction around, and I'm going to replace all the dirt with stairs. So once that's done, I'll be right back with you. Alright, so after a lot of playing around and having discussions with my design director, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm actually really happy with this. I wanted a tower that was sturdy and, you know, very military looking, something that defensible, but had been slightly changed over time as things had become more peaceful. So hence we got the windows, which were probably originally arrow slits or something like that. And the top, if we can go inside, just make it, and it's all very practical inside. It's very dwarven, which is kind of the point. So if we go over here and come up to this, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I might cover this with the stone brick slabs, so the change isn't quite as dramatic. But we come up here. The design I like. I spent a good amount of time on it, so I should like it. And we played around with lots of configurations for the cobble walls and the iron bars, because unfortunately iron bars don't join to cobble walls, which I think is an absolute travesty. Absolute travesty. They really should, or at least give us a block that is a combo block that does it. But it looks defensible. It looks like something people would have been up here with bows and arrows or guns or something. Crossbows, yeah, crossbows. Good crossbow. Then you can come up. There's ways up on all of the pillars. Some protection, plus places to hide behind. Very practical. Just good, solid construction. Yeah, Spartan and military. So I'm going to clean this up. There's a couple of final touches that I'm going to do, so we'll grab a look at those when we come back next time. However, I think for the very next episode we are going to be working on a storage room. We want to get rid of this whole deal here, move it downstairs somewhere. So I've got to pick a location and we'll get a storage room done, and then we'll also start a clear away for the dome. So that will probably be ready for next time as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience as always, and I will see you next time. Adios.